Can you tell us a little bit about some of the biggest challenges you face as a single parent?
I'd say the biggest challenges of course, is managing time. Managing my son's life and what he does, of course, relating with his mother too as well. Getting enough time to make sure you do enough things for your child, and also having time for yourself and working. So it's just the biggest thing is having structure as far as when you do things and those things as well. But sometimes the demand of the child takes precedence of your own, so that can be a challenge.
Just having to do everything by myself, like go to class, get my homework done. Also taking care of my kids, making sure the house is clean, the meals are cooked, the groceries are bought, the laundry is done, washed, dried, folded, put away, make sure the bills are paid. It's just the whole picture of everything that you have to do, plus with kids. It's a lot of work.
Yeah. The hardest part about being a single parent is balancing roles. My role as a mother, an employee, a student, a friend. They all tug on you in different directions, and you have to have a comfortable balance and know when you can go out with your friends, when it's time for you to sit home and cater to your child, whether they're sick, when you need to be at work so that you can pay bills, and when you can study. So like I said, they all pull you in different directions, and it is tough, that balance.
How are you able to balance providing financial support to your child as well as provide the duties of a parent?
The support comes with my job that I have. It's a pretty decent job that helps provide the support. Of course, we're good relations with his mother. We have a good system of taking care of our child together, but having a good job does help.
I work full time, and obviously that helps out a lot because I have the financial means to provide anything that he needs. At first it was really hard for me because whenever I first had him, I wasn't ready. I wasn't responsible enough, but I think that over time I've grown, which I'm very grateful that my son has done that to me.
It's really hard, and sometimes I feel like I fail. I feel like I don't always spend the most quality time that I could. I have a budget that I stick to every month to make sure all my bills are paid, and I also get some state benefits, so that helps cover some bills as well. You just basically look at all the stuff you have to do, you look at your schedule for the week, and you just fit it where it goes and try to stick to a schedule the whole time.
I try to balance everything by making a schedule or working around my son's schedule. He's in school, so I try to work and do any homework while he's away, and then when he comes home, it's mommy and son time, and checking his backpack to see what's going on at school and asking him how his day went, seeing what he learned.
What resources do you think that you have access to as a single parent that alleviates your stress?
I have good support friends that have gone through the same thing. If I need to call them saying I'm having a tough day, how do I deal with this? But work's a good stress relief. My running exercise is a good outlet for stress relief.
Me and my son's father aren't together, so I do have nights off sometime, and I'm able to go out and kind of let loose, I guess, every once in a while.
I get state benefits, and that helps take the financial pressure off, because then I have EBT food stamps for the month, so though I don't have to worry about those things. And I meditate every single morning. I go to meditation groups a couple times a month.
The resources I use to alleviate stress will probably be social media, also the community. I work with a children's home, and they'll provide activities for parents, night out for parents, activities for the children. So those community resources, again, as well as social media, are kind of my outlets to alleviate stress.
So based on your last answer, you would say that you feel like you have a really strong support system then?
Yeah, I do. I have my family here, and my parents, they all help if they need help, I guess. But his mother and I have a good support system in general for just supporting him and his development, so it's not a negative situation for him.
I feel like I definitely do. My parents are wonderful, and my parents do, like I said, help out a lot. They are always there to help me. So
I have a strong support system in the fact that if I am having a bad day, I have plenty of people that I can call to talk to that will listen. I feel like I do have a good support system, but I also feel like when you're a single parent and it's your job to do this every day, you don't have support. Like, you better put your big girl panties on and get it together, because no one's coming to help you. In my everyday life, do I feel like I have support to get, like, if I don't do the laundry, is anyone else going to do it? No.
I feel like I do have a strong support system. My family, Mainly my grandparents and my sister, and my parents are very helpful. They'll babysit when I need to make up hours at work, when I want to study, or when I just want to go out and take, a load off. They'll be more than willing to help with my child.
And our last question, how do you think that being a single parent has impacted your relationships with your family?
I think it's made us closer, I guess. There's more opportunities when I wanted my family to see my son and go down there likewise, and so there's never have to compete with the other set of families anymore on my own time. So I think we've gotten closer. They've definitely stepped up. My own parents have, or his grandparents have stepped in and wanted to be more involved to see what he does for a living or go to the sporting events. So I'd say it's made us closer in a sense. So
I feel like it has made my family a lot stronger than what it was before.
Well, I grew up in a single parent home, so my mom was a single parent the majority of my life. So she can relate and understand. So it's kind of what I know, I guess. My one aunt doesn't have kids, but my other aunt and uncle, they're still married and they have kids. So they don't really relate to, it's hard for me to relate to them because I am a single parent and they're not, and they're very wealthy, so they don't understand why I would make the choice to go back to school and live off the state. My extended family is not really that supportive to me. They don't really help me. I'd only see them on holidays. I guess it just shows people's true colors and how they really think about you, and you realize who's really there for you, and it's not always about blood.
And being a parent has impacted my relationship with my family by bringing us closer. Again, they're very helpful and supportive, and I've come to appreciate everything they do for me and things my mother tried to teach me as a child about being a woman and a mother. And now that I'm a parent, I can relate a lot more to the things she tried to tell me. So we've come closer ultimately.